Welcome everyone to the Cosmic Starseed Academy, and these Sunday sessions are called Pleiadian Sunday School, and the date is the 7th of September 2025, and it is 7:22 p.m. here precisely in Ireland. And welcome. So Dennis is not here this evening to do the prayers. So I'm probably just going to go straight into it and do a meditation. I also have the Saturday groups that are slightly different energy for some reason. It's just happened naturally. Um, and Saturdays is also 7 p.m. Irish time. So I might turn my, no, I'll leave my camera on. But I'm going to start with a meditation. So when you're ready, sit comfortably with feet flat on the floor, hands in your lap where they're comfortable. Just get comfortable and breathe in. Breathe in through your nose, down to your belly, and hold it for as long as comfortably possible. And then breathe out through your mouth. You can make a sound. You can do it heavily if you wish. And then do that 2 or 3 or 4 more times, if however many you want to. And then you can also visualize a beam or a stream of white light coming down from above your crown chakra, going right up. It's actually not going up, but it's coming down from a Pleiadian ship. A beam of white light, like a torch. Coming down into your crown chakra, completely surrounding you in a beautiful white light. Shimmering and filling your vibration and your frequency with a higher energy of love, a higher frequency, a higher vibration of love. You may get an image of Ashtar or other Ashtar commander or other Pleiadian beings. Know that they are with you right now in this moment, in these moments. You may also get a sense of pets that have passed away being with you now. And the animals contain an unconditional frequency of love. We are delighted, as always, to be here with you now. We often come in with we often come in stronger with different aspects, be it joy or gratitude or abundance or love. We actually always come in with a frequency of love, but sometimes other aspects are also needed, depending on what you are needing, or our, thank you, or our interpretation of what you are needing. Sometimes you are needing things that are unconscious to you. And that is what we mean when we say our interpretation of what you are needing, because it is unconscious to you sometimes. And today we come in with upliftment, with joy, with playfulness, a childlike innocence, and also a sense of freedom. Letting go is crucial, as we were saying last night. Transformation. And the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. Many of you are in this process in these days, which is what is needed to birth the new dawn, the new humanity into the collective, into humanity's collective. We also bring aspects of peace today, and tranquility and gentleness. And as we are speaking through Soma, we are sending you, gifting you, all of those that are here today and listening in the future, gifting you the natural laws. This is rather more of an activation or initiations where we are gifting you these frequencies of light, frequencies of natural law that govern the universe. Your world is changing. It is never going back to what it was. Your world has changed. Humanity is in a giant leap forward and changing. This is ramped up since 2019. Or the beginning of 2020. Many of you are in a period of stillness, isolation, or coming out of isolation. Gentleness, a rebirthing of the divine feminine, a rebirthing of the divine masculine. equally, but at different times. Thank you. We're showing Soma an image of scales where one side, where the divine feminine is at the top of the scales and the divine masculine is at the bottom, where the divine masculine is weighted down, but the divine feminine is expressing herself more. And that will interchange. So there is a balance there within that unequalness, because you are taking, thank you, the Soma is thanking us because we are about to describe it perfectly. You are taking turns as the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Equally, you are taking turns to balance the energies within you, whether they be the divine feminine or the divine masculine. And there is a equilibrium in that. There is a perfectness in that. Even though if you look too closely, you will see an imbalance. But if you stand back, you will see that the divine feminine and the divine masculine are working in conjunction with each other. And there is great balance there within that. And a perfectness. Which is enhanced hugely when your twin flame and soulmate sexual relationships are in balance. Sometimes you come out of the ebb and flow or the balance between you in relationships. We are not going to talk for hours today, and we will keep this relatively short. And now would be a good time for questions.
Is it okay for me to speak?
Always.
Okay, well, I had two visitors in the astral realm. I had drawn the pictures. The guy was 10 feet tall. I was up to his stomach, and the lady was about 8 feet tall. Anyways, they visited me, but that's another time. But I think you guys understand what happened. But a couple of nights ago, I dreamed I was in a house, and then the Pleiades were showing up, the whole star system. And I live in light pollution, but in this dream, I was seeing them in the window, and then I went out of the house, and then I'm trying to take a picture with my phone, and they keep moving, and then there's a tree in the middle, and I'm running around, and I'm trying to take a picture, and they were blue, like they were right there in front of me, and then plus these beautiful people that visited me. So they came in three bright white orbs, and I was in a house with people, and they were kind of, I said, guys, wait. I knew they were benevolent. I said, guys, wait, they're coming. And then my body lifted up like I was levitating, and I was like my arms stretched out. I was like being levitating and being drawn, you know. Like imagine being carried, okay? And I was my whole body vibration, vibration, and the same thing. But then these beautiful people, they had like platinum blonde hair. They had they were silverish gray. They had human looking like a human face, like you and me. And but they were the lady had like a silver suit on, like a shirt, like and jeans, and so did the guy. Like they look like they would wear what Earth humans would wear. I call Earth humans because I'm not of Earth. But these people, and I was like lifting my hands up, and I drew this. I lifting my hands up to the guy. I'm like, hug me. And then I was near the lady, and they just were very nice. I don't remember, but then and it was so nice. And then I woke up. So I just wanted to know what that is. Thank you so much. And I love you guys. Come to my house more often.
Is it okay for me to say something?
Yeah. Anybody that picks up anything. Absolutely.
Cool. So I want to first of all acknowledge and shout out to Ashtar. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. It was nice meeting you last time. And then I would also like to thank the Pleiadians for their guidance. And I hear your message loud and clear to finish my book, especially with what Soma just said about the divine masculine and the divine feminine being out of balance and finding rebalance. 'Cause that's literally what the book is about. Um, and I would like to ask for assistance in clarity and focus so that I can get it done today, which is my plan. I'm hoping to have it put in submit for print tomorrow morning. And I would like help if you could please, if you're willing to help me regulate my nervous system and stay on task so that I can get this completed.
Can we give Soma just a time to respond to Amira, please, about those
Oh, I'm
beings
sorry. I
that
don't
she
know how this
saw? That's
goes.
okay.
Sorry.
And is there any message for Amira, please, about the beings?
Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Amira. Oh, in response to Amara, your greatest fear it's not even, well, let us say it's a fear stroke, reluctance, resistance to you accepting, who you are because of your conditioning, your programming, your school system, and your indoctrination. You have an reluctance, an unwillingness to accept who you are on a cosmic level, because in doing that, you would have to step into your highest power, your highest soul aspects, your higher directions, and you would have to embrace and admit that you are stronger, have more wisdom, are more knowledgeable than the environment that you grew up in. This is a message not just for you, but for normal people. You would have to admit that you are of a higher consciousness than your teachers, your doctors, your politicians, your medical professions, academia. which would have you believe nonsense.
Sorry,
for
sorry,
you,
one
for you,
thing.
Amaria, this is about we say this with such gentleness and grace. You are more powerful than you know. To put it simply, reclaim your power, reclaim your wisdom, your knowledge, your ancient, sacred, cosmic connection you have with us. Let go of giving your power away to teachers. This is easier said than done because you are collectively indoctrinated, collectively programmed to do this. This is how the systems and let us call them the manipulators have control over you, and the elites as well. This is part of what they do in order to keep you in line.
I've already been embracing that I'm a starseed. I tell people I'm embracing it and I'm not unwilling. I feel I'm embracing them and embracing the truth and I want to be a system broker. So I'm kind of confused on that because I am embracing who I am and how do I step into light and how do I reclaim my power? Thank you so much.
We love you. We also feel that some of the information we're wanting to share with you would be best served to you in a private reading, which is coming. We can hear the annoyance or anger subtly in your voice. We understand, as does Soma, the reason behind this. Which is a normal reaction to have that resistance, to have the anger, to have the fear, to have the annoyance, because it means that you have to look at, and this again is for the collective, normal people. We understand the feeling and emotion behind it because it means that you collectively have to look at your systems that have put themselves in powerful positions and taken your power away from you as a collective. That is really what they have done on a grand scale. You do not have the power to, well, that is okay, thank you. So they have led you to believe that you do not have the power to do very simple things, such as grow your own food or have clean water or to do the very basic, simple things. Such as health and nutrition. You do not have clean water You do not have healthy food in the supermarkets. They've misguided you to hand over your power. To the point that you do not have the very simple, basic things of healthy food, diet, nutrition, and clean water. Two very basic necessities to human life. And yet we are here to share with you that you have huge power. It is your reluctance and resistance to reclaiming this power, because then you have to stand in your truth, in your sovereignty, in your divinity, and reclaim your power. This is not a small thing. This is huge. And it is not done in a day or a week or a month or a year. It is part of your individual soul journey, soul mission, Amara. This is a contract. This is your soul mission, or a huge part of it. So we will pause there for today with that question, with the replying to that, and we will connect with you in the reading near that's scheduled soon. We would like to embrace you with love and light. There is a poem or a speech that was written by Soma, cannot remember her name. It's called Your Greatest Fear. And it was a speech that was reported to have been said by Nelson Mandela, although that has now been disclaimed. And Soma's still looking for her name. Williamson, something Williamson. It would be good for you to Google this.
Is that Marianne Williamson?
Thank you. Yes. Marianne, yes. Thank you. Williamson. Thank you, Emily.
Can you I'm gonna Google it now. What is it called? And thank you so much. That makes so much sense. What is it? Thanks.
Emily?
Your Greatest Fear by Marianne Williamson, a speech attributed to her.
Soma, are we okay to move on to Alex? Thank you.
Julia. Thank you, Emily. Alex, can you please repeat the question for Soma? Let us remind you that time is not linear. Alex?
Yes. I don't know if it was, I guess there was a question in there. So I wanted to give a shout out to Ashtar and thank him for visiting me a few months back. And then I would also like to acknowledge the That I heard the message loud and clear about, because you mentioned a book yesterday in your channel, or someone mentioned a book yesterday in her channel, and then she brought it up again this moment I came into the group, and then you mentioned the divine masculine and the divine feminine, finding rebalance, and I've been working on this book for like 18 months, and I'm right at the final stretch, and I just need to get it done. I want to get it done. I've been struggling with my nervous system and staying focused and on task to finish it. So I would like to ask for assistance from the Pleiadians, just angelic presence, and allow me to help regulate my nervous system and stay focused and give me clarity for some of the blocks that I've been having and some of the passages that I want to address, or I want to narrow down my perspective and say the right things to impact the collective as positively as possible. And I actually felt my crown chakra opening as you were finishing the last question. So I think, I don't know, I feel like my request was heard, but I want to thank you.
We hear you. We feel your energy. We feel that things are very much opening up for you. Doors, avenues, paths, opportunities, contacts, all is opening like a flower, petals, a lotus, a sunflower. We remind you that time is not linear, it is circular. Everything that you are wanting, asking, dreaming into being has already manifested. You just need to realize this and step into that energy more and more and more. You are already well advanced, well aware of the basic natural laws. Let us take out the word basic. You are well aware of more of the advanced natural laws that govern the universe. We were going to say your universe, but let us replace it with our universe. You understand that you are a cosmic being in a human body. You have had lifetimes with us and on other planets and star systems. Sirius is in closeness to you. You've had a lifetime in Egypt. You have a Native American spirit guide. You have an eagle energy working with you. You have the natural laws of the universe on your side, and you will understand more as time goes on, as you get older. You are well researched, well read. You understand things very well. There is more of everything to come for you. You are an activator, an initiator. Merlin works with you very closely, as does Jesus, or Yeshua, if you want to call him that, who is one of us. Past life in Egypt is important. Look to the mountains to connect with us or other star nations or galactics, whether that is a physical mountain or a mountain that you visualize in meditation. And it does not even have to be a real physical mountain. It could be a mountain that you create in your mind. you also have a Buddhist past life, that several or many Buddhist past lives that are important to you still, where you've carried forward information subconsciously into your mind is the wrong word, but you've carried information with you into this lifetime from a previous ones. You are here, you are born to teach, you are born to be acknowledged, you are born to be part of this great awakening of humanity as a teacher, not as a follower or a pupil, but as a teacher. You are born to share your knowledge, wisdom, teachings, information that partly comes from us, but is not limited to us. Your books will be well received. There will be contracts drawn up and an exchange of energy is the wrong word, but maybe. The world is a stage, and you are on it. You are the writer of your own play, of your own books. That is not to say that you are not being guided and influenced by us and others, but you are the conductor of your own symphony. We could not have said that. Soma could not have said that in a better way. There is more than one book. You will be seen on worldwide stages. Not just in your country, but around the globe. You will be heard worldwide. Not just on radios, but on what you call podcasts, where you are seen visually. You are at the forefront of this great awakening of humanity. You contracted in to do this because you are ancient. You've most certainly had past life in Atlantis. You are too old, too wise, too much wisdom to not have been there at that time when you were invaded by an alien race. We look forward to connecting with you. And Soma looks forward to seeing you progress and watching you shine and grow in abundance. You are actually like brother and sister, with an equalness, with an awareness, with a willingness, with a wanting, with a longing to share and expand your missions. There is an equalness there of balance. It is interesting because That really is what you are needing to do, is balance your energies, the male and the female. And Soma was having this dream last night of being very overwhelmed by the amount of people she was meeting in the future. You need to, she needs to, you need to find that piece of you. Oh, thank you. We will come to answer your question about your nervous system, which is what we're building up to, but you need to, and this will help. And Soma's just becoming aware of what we're about to say, but this will also help Soma. Many of you, your nervous system has been affected because as starseeds, you have trouble integrating into society. Because where you come from is very different. The energy is not so heavy. That's to say, that's putting it very lightly. But your nervous systems, you need to find a place within you, a quietness, a stillness, a spark, a safe place that cannot be diminished or lost. Whenever Soma visualizes this, she sees a circle within her heart center or chest area that is untouchable, that no amount of trauma could ever have touched. There's a space within her that is untouchable. The safety mechanism. Let us move on to your central nervous system. That is, in Soma's visions, we've always showed her an image of a line of energy going down from the crown chakra to your feet. That is a line of energy, and the heart center, or the circle of the we were explaining just now within Soma's heart center, this nervous system line of energy runs through that. So they are interwoven and connected. And your nervous system can be brought out of balance, sometimes too easily. But there are herbs, remedies, quietness, nature that you can connect into or use, such as herbs and black molasses, marshmallow, nettles, black pepper, St. John's wort, sunflower seeds, daisies, dandelion root. Some of these may be surprising to be good for the nervous system. What is also extremely beneficial is seaweed, kelp, and actually swimming in the ocean. And salts, magnesium would be excellent for you, Alex. magnesium, black charcoal, meditation, drumming, feet on the earth, barefoot drumming, using your voice. Sending healing energy to your throat chakra. There was a lifetime where your throat was affected, and you would have had a quick, swift passing within hours or moments. We're showing Soma an image of something like the hangings or the witch trials. You are not a young soul. Though you may be young in age now, you are ancient. We like your energy. Soma likes your energy. There is a assuredness about you. There is a lion energy in you. You are more certain than most. Not in an egotistical way, but a knowing. A deep knowing, a deep certainty, a deep rootedness of who you are and why you're here. And mixed in with that is a humbleness. You will go far. Oh,
Does Soma require a comfort break, or can we move on?
always. We say that with humor. But
I kind of
we would actually like to
you're taking a break, yeah.
pause there
Okay.
and conclude for today, or
Okay.
give to Soma some time out so she does not frazzle. So we will end there for today.
Could we invite Christy maybe to channel Renturus?
Always. But let us take a break for 5 or 10 minutes, and this will give Christy and Renturus time to prepare. So now would be a good time for refreshments.
Thank you, Soma. So Soma
Yeah,
needs
thank
a
you
few
so much.
minutes. She can't talk after she channels. She just needs a few minutes. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Just want to say
Thank you, Christy. Okay, so thank you, Christy, and welcome back, everyone. We were having a break there. So in a few moments, or when Christy is ready, Christy Clark will be channeling Renturus.
Thank you, Soma. Okay, folks, I'll bring in Renturus and I'll be back. I'll be back soon. Greetings, I am here. I am Rentourus Velantrius. It is again nice to connect with you in this way.
Hi, Renturis. Thank you for joining us. Would you like to start with a message for humanity or questions from the group?
Yes, well, I can answer questions from the group, but I can also give an update on what I am listening to within the group at this time and for the collective, for the people who will listen to this call when it's over. It's interesting for us, for me, to view from our end the conversations and how they play out in what you call your reality. It's quite interesting to see how you come together as a group and connect, if it is sharing emails or if it's just greeting each other from various parts of your planet. There is many of you at this time that has questions, and of course we do understand, I do understand the importance of finding answers to these questions. There is, in your world at times, so little time to, let's say, find the answers that will allow you to understand really what your mission is on what you call your planet. For the ones who are not aware of who I am Renturus Velantrius, and I come forward through this one here, Chris, and have been for some time. So I am relatively new on, let's say, on your planet, even though we have a connection that goes back such a long time. And so I am just sharing this with you so you understand really who I am. Chris is my higher self, and I have chosen to come through him at this time as he moves through what you call this incarnation that you are all experiencing. The answers that you are looking for are important to you, but there is a message that is also important for us to bring forward. And this message is really about you. Yes, it's about you. It's about you trying to understand what is happening for you now in the present and what is happening for you in the reality that you are creating. And I say the reality that you are creating because it is constantly changing. And this is okay. This is not a judgment. This is allowing you to understand that you can manifest what you want. You are aware that you are a creator being that has come in from another reality to have what you call an experience. Some call it a human experience. We would call it many experiences. So you now have some insight that you have come from the stars. And many of you have been, we would say, here before to have what you call the experience. And you have chosen to come back for a particular reason. You are aware of this. So it's not an accident that you are here to enjoy this conversation among your friends from the stars and from your planet. Each one of you come forward with an interest. And that interest is quite fascinating because we see that you are now becoming aware that you are not your body. And how does that sound to you? This is just, we would say, something that you have borrowed. It's on loan. And you will soon realize when you decide to transition and come back across what your purpose was on planet Earth. I am saying this to you so you understand. There is quite a bit of confusion, not just within the call, but on your planet at this time. There is so much playing out. You are witnessing this on a day-to-day basis, and you are still trying to question, what is this all about? And as I've said at the start of my message, this is really about you. It's about you understanding what you can manifest. If it is writing a book, if it is trying to understand the essence of spirituality, it is all there for you. And sometimes one can get lost in that idea of what you call waking up. Again, that is not a judgment from me. It's just allowing you to understand that you came here on a great honorable mission. You all, not just the people here in the call. We talk about the collective on your planet. Each and every soul came forward to bring this wonderful gift, not to the collective, to yourself. I have not repeated myself, but I am reminding you. I want to make you aware of yourself. Nothing outside of yourself, of yourself. This message might sound quite harsh, but the reality of it is the majority of the collective have detached from themselves. That is okay. We understand the reasons. We don't need to give you the reasons. You live the reasons. So taking it back to self is important. And we have continued to guide this one in this direction. Chris, Christy, Christopher. We have allowed him to walk his path until he was ready. And I have asked him that question. Are you ready? Which is sometimes interesting, because sometimes one has not got the answer. Am I ready to hand yourself back over to yourself and to a God of your understanding? You have loads of time to understand, not just our message, not just my message. I come through as Renturus Volantrios, but be aware, there is many of us here observing this conversation. And we have come forward because we love you. We have come forward to support you. We do understand the struggle. We do understand the difficulties of finding where you came from, not just on your planet, but from other realities, the other aspects of self. So please, before I answer questions, be aware the importance of finding self. It is not that difficult. You may struggle, of course, to understand what the self is. But this again is an opportunity for you to understand that you have chosen this mission, as I've said. You have come in to help the collective, but also to allow yourself to understand your greatness. There is nothing higher than you in the eyes of God. There is many issues that we could discuss that is happening from a galactic standpoint. Never mind what's going on your Earth. We have discussed this in the past with many. We continue to witness the issues that we are presented with in this reality. And we can watch how these issues present themselves on your planet. But there is a knowing within you, and that is the reasons why you have come into the call to listen to Soma, to listen to the Pleiadians, and to listen to me. You have come here for a reason. There is still questions to be answered. I understand this. We understand this. I am not asking you to go off and try and find yourself. Many of you have started this journey. But what I will say is that, yes, be aware of the distractions. Be aware of the noise that you are creating in your mind, looking for answers. And when you decide to take this road, you will understand the reasons why you have come back. You have come back to Mother Earth for a specific reason. Some of you call it ascension. Some of you call it vibration. Some of you call it a higher state of being. We understand this. Be aware you are all going home. We want you to understand the home that you have created in your reality. But there will come a time where you will come back to what you call a higher aspect of yourself. And you can also tap into that awareness in the physical at this time. And that is when you begin to search within yourself for the answers. Everything is within you. Everything. It is nice to connect. We do understand. It's why we are here. It is why you have come forward. But you will find what you are looking for within. Many of you have started this journey, and it is and can be difficult. We do understand. We do understand the conditions that have been created because of the journey that you have taken. So again, I take it back to you. I take it back to self. That understanding as to what you can create. As our friends had said earlier, you are the creator being and you can manifest what you want. It is simple as that. There is no need to complicate it. Okay, I will sit back. I will take questions now before I allow this one to come back. It has been again a pleasure meeting you all in this way. If you chose to come forward with a question, of course, I will connect with you, but I ask you to connect with me. You don't have to come to me for a session, but call on Renturus Volantrius. We have made a connection. Be aware. You were in the call. We have made a connection.
So we have Bobby first.
Greetings, Bobby.
Greetings, Venturis. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, it is my pleasure.
I have recently gotten back into the community. I had the most vivid recall dream to date. And I was just wondering if you could give me a general message on my journey and some advice.
What a beautiful message. What a beautiful question. And what a beautiful message also. It is really interesting that you have come forward in that way to give what you feel is important, not just to me, but to the people who will listen to this recording when it has ended. It has taken you into the dream state for you to understand that it is something that you need to maybe tap into, something that you may need to research. And this is how we work in that way. There is many different approaches that your guides, the beings that are coming forward, trying to connect with you, will use to make you aware. If it is connecting with you in your dream state, or if it's showing you something, which we do with this one here. He may speak about this later. But But we are reading your frequency and vibration at this time, and we can see really what a beautiful soul that you are, just to be able to come forward with that question, with that message to everybody that's listening. Just how you described what you have just said in those short, simple words has a ripple effect across the collective. For anyone that is in tune with their vibration to listen to what you have just said. Yes, so you have, of course, there is no reason for me to go into detail, but what I will share with you will allow you to move away with an answer that gives you what you are looking for, which is reassurance. And that goes for many of you that are looking in. Your journey is similar to many of the other beautiful souls that have come forward to question what is happening to me on a vibrational level. They have worked through you and got to you in your dream state. And there is a knowing within you that there is something that you need to question. And again, Joe, that is the self. I brought it to you at the start of my message, and I leave it with you now. It is self. Bringing it back to you. As the conduit would say, falling in love with self, which we think is beautiful. Finding that part of you where you can try and understand what it means to go to that place of unconditional love. Removing all the conditions, removing all the contracts, just taking it back to that present now moment where you understand that you are exactly where you need to be right now. Your question, as I've said, was really interesting for us. Because not only was it pointing the finger at you, it was pointing the finger at everybody else that was able to listen and understand what you have just said. I, of course, will say to you, there's nothing you need to change. Nothing. They are working through you in a way that is allowing you to understand, of course, that there is something maybe I need to explore, as we said, and here you are bringing that question forward. It may be difficult to give you that feedback for you to understand. There's nothing I need to change. No, there's not. You are one of many who are now understanding that there's something maybe I need to question. And that experience is going to take me somewhere. Again, that is something that you will explore. So please carry on your journey. Let it open up. Let it unfold. Enjoy the experience. Share the experience. Bring that heart center to the collective. That is our answer to you, dear one. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
I have one thing to say. Hold on, Giuseppe, hold on. That's my son. I always felt that, you know, I was a mistake, but I always feel like, why do I exist? And I half the time I feel like I don't want to exist, but I'm doing okay. But I've been through a lot. But the message that you said about you are not a mistake and you exist, that's really, it really made a difference. I really needed to hear that because I feel like uh, I was a mistake. I wasn't conceived out of marriage. I'm not going to go into it, but that's how I felt. But I really needed to hear this. And absolutely, I appreciate your message. So it's a thank you I'm giving you.
And we thank you for coming forward with your honest feedback. So again, I will say there is no accidents. Please understand this. Wherever way you feel you have come into this reality, for whatever reason, for whatever purpose, there is no accident. You have come in to have an experience, and whatever way that experience plays out is entirely up to you. You are manifesting, creating as we speak, with the help of God, of course. And most of you all are connecting to many of different dimensional beings, we would say. There are having some really interesting interactions with you. Some of you may not be aware of this. You may not feel this because of your dream, sleep state, but be aware that most of you have had these contracts in place before you came in to share these experiences at this time, to ask these questions at this time, because again, as I said to the last person, Joe, the ripple effect of what you have just said will have an impact.
So we may only have time for one more question, which is from Dia. Dia, did you want to use your voice?
Okay. Hi, Renturas.
Greetings, Dia.
Thank you. Wow, this is fun for me. It's my first time speaking with one of you guys.
It is not your first time.
Well, that I'm aware of.
Yes, okay.
So I'm hearing a lot of chatter that between the 7th and the 22nd, something major, like big changes are going to be happening for those of us who are on this path to help bring change. Is there anything you can share about what we might expect?
Well, first of all, we do not want to disappoint you. When you give a specific date like that, I would normally say, well, listen, I can more or less give you my view on what you see may manifest. But when it comes to dates in your reality, it is quite difficult to come back with a specific answer. The reason we say this, because again, you have been put in this position before, not particularly you, but many of you on your planet have come forward with these dates and these predictions of things that are going to happen to your planet, to you on an individual basis. And we would say, yes, of course, we will run with those dates. And a lot of the time, it doesn't go according to plan because you did not sense, you did not feel anything during that period of time. I am giving you this feedback so you understand. I want you to stay on track, of course. This is not a distraction to pull you away of what you feel is something significant that is going to happen to you. Of course it's going to happen to you because you are going to create it. With the support of your higher self, with the support of the guides that are coming forward, we would say, yes, of course. Of course it will happen. There is no need to question it. There is no need to question it. There is no need to put it into what you call a period of time. Between one date and another, hopefully, I will get the message. The message is there. It's up to you to find it. Sometimes that is difficult. We understand. One can get distracted for various reasons. As I have said, a lot of confusion, a lot of distractions on your planet. We do understand that. But again, on an individual basis, I go back to what I said at the start of my message. You all have questions. You all want answers.
Mhm.
And I have explained, and I will continue to explain, not just in this now moment, that this is about you. It's about you understanding that, yes, in that period of time, you will see change. You will see change, of course, because you have manifested change. You have asked the question. You have created what you feel is necessary for self to understand that there is a possibility that I will see something will change within that period of time. We would assure you and say, yes, of course it will change. Of course it will happen. But you play a big part in this. And I say you play a big part. It's that understanding of your greatness and what you can create. If you are going to depend on me, I would say, yes, of course, call on Renturus, Volantrius. I will support you. You will feel my energy. You will create a relationship with me in that quiet space of your time. And I can come in and I can act and we can have some fun. And it's not that we want to make it difficult for you or I want to make it difficult for you, but I want you to understand your greatness. In that period of time, there may be people disappointed because it didn't go too well. I didn't feel anything. It was rather strange. I didn't get the time to focus. I missed my meditation class. That is all okay. But I want you to understand that this can happen for you. Not in that period of time. It is happening now. You have laid the foundation. You have set the intention. You have asked the question. You are almost there. And it is up to you to walk across the line. With the help of us, of course. We are not going to leave you. But you, not that you need to understand. Many of you have come forward with questions and many of you still have questions. But it's an understanding, and I continue to highlight this, and so do your galactic family, that it's important that you understand that you came here for a specific reason. And we, of course, can come in and guide many of you because you have had contracts with us before you took the container, the body, as you call it. But we need to stand back at certain points to allow you to experience the experience to find what you are looking for. It may take time. It may be a struggle. It may be quite difficult. But we will watch and observe. We will guide, of course. But for you to have that experience, back again to the last question, there was a dream that allowed Joe to come forward with that question, which again had a ripple effect, which again your question will have a ripple effect. And that is how we work. That is how we work with you. This effect, this ripple effect, again, contacts many in certain ways, in very subtle ways. Some of you get the answers you want and some of you don't, and that's perfectly okay. But I don't want you to be disappointed in that window of time where you say, well, Ranturus gave me some idea of what may happen. Did I feel anything? Did I experience anything? Yes, of course you will. But it may not be what you want. That's okay as well. You understand this. It's about the journey. It's about the experience. It's about the self. So be aware. Tick your dates, which I'm sure you will. You may possibly get what you want. Your friends may possibly, yes, get what they want. But don't be disappointed. We assure you that you will have another date that may come into your awareness. And these are all wonderful ideas. They do help create an idea for the collective to say, yes, in this window of time, I may possibly be able to change something within me or around me through my connection to my higher self, to what you call God. It is all back to the experience. We thank you for your questions. I thank you for your questions. I will step back now. It again has been wonderful connecting with you all. I am Ranturus Belantrius, seer of the skies, guardian of all.
Oh.
Yes, it has been a pleasure. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Christy and Venturus. Venturus, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. That was interesting.
I brought up those dates because astrologically, a lot of people are speaking about that window. I just wanted to clarify that. Like, and then the three-eyed atlas and.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Well, there's much action going on in your skies. It doesn't have to be the three atlas. And there is many of our star family that are here as we speak. And I have shared some of that information and I will continue to do so. So they are here. It's just a matter of us understanding that, yes, as I've said in the past, we are disclosure. You are disclosure. Yeah, it's interesting how it's playing out.
Well, thank you, everyone. It feels like we're coming to a close. Is there anything else anyone would like to say, add, or share? Please come and share this with all your friends and like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to join these weekly sessions on a Saturday and or Sunday, 7 p.m. Irish time, the links are on my website, somaara.love. They're free to join. And please do leave a donation if you can afford to. That would be great. And what else do I need to share? I think that's it for now. I do have an Atlantis workshop coming up on the 13th of September. If you'd like to join that, I think the details are on my website as well. And we still have to process and release the recent one we did, myself and Julia Ankerhaven did, which will be available for a small fee. So yeah, is there anything else you guys would like to say?
I'll add on to what my question was. I'm just feeling like something big is going to happen. I just feel this excitement, like
So am I.
like Christmas is coming. That's what I feel like.
That's what I feel too. Soma, it's funny you're having Soma, it's funny that you're having I can't join because I'm working, but I can't, that's something because my mom's birthday was on the 13th of September. She would have been 76. She always talked about Atlantis and she was heavily into ancient Egypt. So I'm just saying that's something, a connection. But it was beautiful today and love and light.
Thank you, Amira.
I'll just add that I've added a new page to my website at anchorhaven.co.uk/debrief, and this is dedicated to anybody who is looking to awaken their multidimensional memories, if they identify as a military abductee or a super soldier, that kind of thing. So there's some free resources there, articles you can download, a video that I've done recently, and a few steps on going back to basics with the groundwork and healing, because it is a trauma-based healing journey as well. So I've added that on anchorhaven.co.uk/debrief. Thanks.
Thanks for sharing, Julia. And if you
Thanks,
guys
Julia.
would also like a channeling from Ranchuris, Christy, I always forget everything. What is your website again?
I can put up in the question. It's connecting to stars. Christy Clark. Mm.
Lovely. And also, if you would like a reading with myself, my website is somaara.love. And yeah, it's quite an amazing lifetime. And there's such huge changes. And I think there are, Dia was saying just now, there are important dates, and it does feel like Christmas is coming. And I think she's spot on. It does feel like Christmas is coming. It feels like a lot of stuff has been a long time coming for so many of us. We've come a long way since we were regarded as woo-woo freaks, even crooks, and witches. And we've come a long way since the witch trials, and we're still here, still doing the work, and still raising the frequency and the vibration. And it feels to me very much like we're stepping into that more and more and more and more. We're anchoring in higher energies, galactic energies, into a very dense, hard, challenging environment, because we as starseeds are not from here. So our energy is different, our frequency is different, our abilities are enhanced, our DNA is different. We are hybrids, whether we are Pleiadian or Lyran or Syrian or some other. We're not special, we're just from a different place, a different reality, a different energy, where things are much lighter, much freer. And it's been very challenging for all of us as starseeds, and we just want to say well done to you. And when we say we do mean the Pleiadians. Many of you as channelers, and Christy will know this, many of you as channelers have been doing this work for so long, not just in this lifetime, but eons. that you have become proficient in channeling enough to be able to not need to be in eyes closed in an altered reality to be able to channel. You blend your energies very well with us. And it has been quite a learning experience to do that. Now, as a collective, you are stepping into self-empowerment as starseeds, where you are looked up to. And this has not been a reality for eons. You have been looked at rather as a threat to the systems and the powers that be. And now that is changing, where they are losing control, and humanity as a collective is looking and will continue to look to the likes of starseeds for advice, resources, information, disclosure, healing, knowledge, wisdom, and so much more. This is powerful, epic, monumental shift, movement, awareness, frequency, vibration in humanity's consciousness. This is not woo-woo stuff. This is the real science, the real history. Someone we would recommend in the scientific field is Greg Braden, who is a perfect example, a shining example of being a Native American with a Native American bloodline, who is blending the science and the spirituality, which is the way he's doing it is it's a rare thing, the way he is bringing that to you. Anyone else? Okay, I guess that's it, guys. Till next week, signing out.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you, Christy.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
love so much. God bless, love and light to everybody.
Thank you, everyone, and especially to Julia and Christy.
Both of them, yes.
Yeah.
And you,
Thank you, folks.
you guys. I'm blessed to have you guys in my life.
Likewise.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.